What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's been a while, but for the last few months, I have been testing out some new wheels. These are the Superteam Aero Attack 50, and you may recognize the style adopted from a certain American brand that got into trouble with SRAM. But these are made in China. The guys from Superteam approached me earlier on this year, and I've been trying them out on a few different bikes to see how they compare to some of the best wheels on the market. In my opinion, leading up to this point, Creative Carbon have been the best value wheels you can buy. So how do these compare? In this video, we're gonna find out. So like a lot of Chinese wheel makers and wheel brands, the name of these is a little bit specific and unusual, so I'm just gonna use my phone to check it. Yeah, they're called the S-All Carbon Evo D28-50 disc brake with black spokes. So it's a bit of a mouthful, but essentially they're 28mm wide on the external with a 21mm internal rim depth, and they're 50mm deep. The eagle-eyed among you may notice that they are quite similar to the design from Princeton Carbon Works, although they're kind of more like I'd say they're more like a ribbed tooth sort of design rather than the wave that we've commonly come to see amongst the likes of Princeton Carbon Works, SRAM or Zip, and even the guys at Fulcrum now putting out. But they are full carbon. They have no rim tape, so they have no holes in the rim channel, so that you don't need to have any tape in order to run them tubeless. 21mm internal, like I say, 28mm external. So when you run 28mm tires, they're actually really aero, and they do come out completely flush with the side of the rim. 50mm rim depth, but they do also have a 60mm and a couple of other sizes in this particular model. The spokes are full carbon spokes. They are, what I've noticed actually is they're really wide. The carbon spokes, the blades are like really quite wide. For the hubs, they are alley, but they do have quite a large flange on them, with them having to have carbon spokes. But the bearings are ceramic. Now they are their own bearings. They're not Ceramicspeed or anything like that, or ITA or any specific branded ceramic bearings that I can see. But they do run very smooth, and the free hub is actually quite tasty. They put a pair of Hunts in, not to shame, but they give them a run for their money. As standard, these do come with tubeless valves, as you would expect. A few spare spokes in case you have any problems. I do feel like the value for money is there. Now, I'm not going to say that these are as good as a set of lightweights or a set of Envies in the specific areas where those wheels are good. But as an all-round wheel for a really good value, I do think they're a good option, especially with the quality that's now coming out of these factories in China. Yes, you're not going to have a wheel which screams at the people at the cafe stop saying how posh your wheels are on your bike, because they don't have that big brand. However, the quality really is there. The claim weight of these wheels is 1,350 grams, plus or minus 30 grams, which I think is actually quite a lot of a tolerance, to be honest, for a set of wheels like this. So we're going to quickly weigh them and see how close they are, and then we'll talk a little bit about how they ride. So let's have a quick look at how much these weigh. This is the rear, 757 grams. These are just like kitchen scales, so they're not like the Park Tool, but they're pretty sensitive and pretty bang on. So yeah, 757 grams for the rear wheel. The front, 619. Yeah. So funnily enough, they claim 1,350 plus or minus 30 grams, and they're 26 grams overweight. So they're within the tolerance. There's a reason they do that. But yeah, they're 1,376 grams for the pair. So those are the tech specs, but what's important is how do they ride? Now they do ride stiff as you would expect from a carbon spoked wheel. They are very responsive. They do feel very light. They don't catch crosswinds like really badly, which you would expect. My lightweight wheels, because of the profile of the rim, they catch the wind significantly more at basically the same depth wheel. I don't know if the sort of ribbed profile on them I don't know if it makes any difference. I can't personally tell the difference between these and a set of Hunts in terms of how they are affected by crosswinds due to that ribbed profile, if that makes sense. Now, they are quite wide. They do have, like I say, 28mm external, so they run tyres. I run 28mm tyres on pretty much all of my bikes, and they feel very similar to something that is 3 times the price. Now, I'm not going to say they're better, but for the money that you spend on a set of wheels like this, there is a very marginal difference, and the quality really is there, especially if you're looking for something which is lightweight and aerodynamic, and you aren't bothered about a big brand name. I would say it's definitely worth giving them a look. They're a really good set of wheels for a great price. And Superteam now even have a whole other range. I think there are 3 or 4 more ranges of wheels that they're putting out there at a really competitive price. I know from working with the guys at Creative Carbon, they have their wheels made in China, in Xiamen, where these wheels are made. And the options coming out of the factories now, they have been really high quality. Most things that you buy now from a big brand are made in this place, and they're made by these people. They just are branded with a common name that you know, and the quality is the same. It's just not got that brand on it. So if you are not bothered about brands, you're going to save yourself a lot of money. So there you go. There is a sort of rundown on the Superteam Aero Attack 28-50 carbon all black spokes wheels. Thank you very much for Superteam for sending me these wheels. Just as a disclaimer, they did send me these to try. They haven't paid me to give any kind of specific review. They just asked for my opinion, asked me to ride them for a while. As a set of wheels for the price, I think they're a really good option if you are in the market for an upgrade, especially if you want to go lighter, you want more aero, and you want to have carbon spokes with that stiffness. Yeah, they're great. So thank you very much, Superteam. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can see whenever I upload. You may notice that we're now in a new location, and that will be, well, this is for the next year at least. We're going to be working out of this new headquarters, bringing you content around bikes, as well as 2 more channels that are going to come very soon. So keep your eyes peeled, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. That means go.